Hello, everyone, and welcome back to yet another political episode. So, in the last couple of days, we've seen Joe Biden and the Democrats running around. Joe Biden's running around clueless, wondering why basically his aides and everyone that's working for him, everyone that's getting paid to make sure that he's running the country right. They're running around like, oh shoot, we're screwed. This guy can't leave. And they just came up with that now. They came up with this when a special counsel report was released suggesting that Joe Biden was just too old to lead the nation. Therefore, not just too old to lead the nation, but they have just released the report saying that we can't charge this guy because this guy can't really defend himself because of his age problem. He seems incompetent. He doesn't even know what's going on. He doesn't remember having documents. So therefore, it would be very unconstitutional, quote, quote, for us to, and not fair for Mr. Biden's rights to have him in a situation where he can't defend himself. Even though that suggestions are saying, yes, it looks like he did something criminal. It really doesn't matter. Joe Biden did a criminal thing. He's a criminal, period. It doesn't matter if you have been indicted or not. Now, a lot of people think that's what you need to be in order to be a criminal. It's like, seriously, if you go, a mass shooting occurs, you pull that trigger at a school, you're a criminal. It's like saying, all right, it's okay to go to a school shooting until you get indicted. Oh, that was a bad mistake. That was a horrible thing. No, the minute you pull that trigger, you are a criminal. The intent of starting a school shooting is also criminal. So same deal with Mr. Biden. He pretty much has been a criminal his whole life holding these documents. As longer as Trump, and everyone's like, we care less, and we indict Trump because he is well fit enough to help the whole trial, thus implying that Trump can lead a nation. This guy is way better than Joe Biden, as the leftist maniacs like to claim the other way around. The American people don't buy it. This guy doesn't even know where his son died. He doesn't even know the Afghanistan issue. He doesn't know. He keeps forgetting about Ukraine. Well, it's kind of funny because the Democrats, I bet he's forgotten about Ukraine plenty of times. But the Democrats are like, oh, we got to give more money to Ukraine. We got to give more money to Ukraine. They keep reminding him. I bet he's forgotten about the border. This guy forgets. He should be in a retirement home. Seriously, who works at 80 what? Well, Bernie Sanders, but Bernie Sanders has proved himself to be mentally, cognitively fit. Apparently, that won't last for long. He's older than Biden by a little bit. But just give it a few more years, like 2 years. But yeah, this guy is declining, and the voters should have thought about that in 2020. This guy has dementia, but they didn't care. They just wanted Trump out. It's just ridiculous. So let's take a look at the previous polls. So we got some good news here. So Pennsylvania is at a tipping point, if you are unaware. So taking a look, there is a poll at Pennsylvania that suggested that Donald Trump would defeat Joe Biden by around past 5%. This is a leaning Republican victory. So this is a pretty good poll compared to last month's poll from Franklin and Marshall College, suggesting that Joe Biden defeats defeats Donald Trump by 1 point. So we're gaining ground. That's good news. We have set intentions of trying to regain Pennsylvania, and that is good. So this is the current situation, and I guarantee you that with the drama going on in February, who wouldn't vote leaning Trump for over 5. Literally, this guy is getting us into wars. Should I say that more faster? This guy's getting us into wars. Does that register to you all? This guy is getting us into wars. What war has Donald Trump got us in? Donald Trump stopped wars. You want to take a look at Iraq and Syria and his legitimate operations in stopping ISIS? ISIS has declined by a lot. And he upheld great policies that the liberal news media has taken for granted to get money. So yeah, it's their fault that Donald Trump is unpopular, quote unquote, couldn't reach a 50% approval rating. It's their fault. And guess what? The liberal media is just going to do that to every Republican because they know that they have legitimate power. And if the liberal media is really corrupt, as we are saying and we're accusing them, they will do corrupt things like defamation towards not just President Trump and the Trump family, but for every Republican. Last year they started doing that to Ron DeSantis. They didn't really care if he was a legitimate Trump opponent in the primaries. They went after him for the books that he banned, quote unquote. He banned books with sexual orientation aimed at minors. They didn't bother putting that in there. So there is also that. They would do the same thing with Nikki Haley. I'm already seeing it. It all playing in my head with Nikki Haley somehow miraculously winning the presidential election. She's claiming she can win Wisconsin by like 10 points and that Trump would only win by 1. Well, I would highly doubt that Nikki Haley would win by Wisconsin by 10. Can she win Wisconsin by... Can she win it by 1 or less than 1? I don't know. I can't say for sure because there have been polls suggesting she could. I can't legitimately deny those polls. Now, let's see if there is a poll saying that she would lose. Yeah, it's saying this is the poll she was referring to from the New York Times and Siena College. Nikki Haley defeats Donald Trump by a landslide. So, not Donald Trump, it's Joe Biden, excuse me. Yeah, that's not legitimate, obviously. And then there's another one. Nikki Haley defeats Joe Biden by 9. Now, she's making it out to be like she is going to be the one to be the nominee. Well, previously, if you take a look at this poll right here, back from Marquette Law School, it could be the same thing. It could turn out to be the same thing as Ron DeSantis. To be honest, Ron DeSantis is much more popular and much more accepted than Nikki Haley. You have Joe Biden, 49%, Ron DeSantis at 47%. So really, I guess it really doesn't matter. The polls could be right some point. There has not been a poll where Joe Biden defeated Nikki Haley in Wisconsin, but that doesn't mean we should go hop on the Nikki Haley train. Really? That's what she thinks. Oh, look, guys, I'm winning in Wisconsin. No, we want you to win everywhere. And apparently, we have so many Republicans saying that we're not going to vote for you, Nikki. We're not going to vote because more Republicans oppose Nikki Haley than the Democrats. It's just mind-blowing. How is she supposed to unite a party that is gone solely against her? So, yeah, I guess this is a poll conducting mainly of neocons. Well, not this one right here. A poll mainly conducted of neocons that are saying, oh, Nikki Haley's the best choice. Well, I don't know where she's getting that. Yeah, she won one poll against Joe Biden in Texas in 2024. There is a poll in previous polls from YouGov. Joe Biden was defeating her in Texas. So yeah, I guess it really depends on the states, I don't know. Like New Hampshire, fun bunch of neocons, they would probably go for Haley. I don't know. She is winning against Biden in those polls, but we're talking about Biden's age today. Just had to bring that up. So yes, Hillary Clinton's right. It's a legitimate issue. And she's saying, oh, she should lean into experience. He's not experienced. What has Joe Biden done to this country? Jobs, they say. That's all he's done. Jobs. Really? Really? That's a boring president. I mean, jobs are important, but you're a big guy. We expect money accomplishments from you. You can't just say jobs. And that's what I go to the Democratic Party page every day to see what they're talking about. Every single thing they're whining about is jobs. Biden should be over 50% because of his jobs. No. I think Biden is down because he's downplaying not the virus. I'm thinking of 2020. The border crisis. He is downplaying the inflation in our country. He's downplaying foreign relations. He's downplaying everything. And I think he's more down because he's just cognitively not fit. Like, they're looking to one another and saying, who was the idiot for voting for this guy in both the primary in 2020 and the election in 2020? Who are the idiots that did this? Yeah, even MSNBC is going there and he's saying, oh, so is Trump's, really? But the media can't ignore Donald Trump's. Well, really? Donald Trump is 78, 77. He's going to have issues. He has it once in a while. Once in a blue moon where he accidentally uses Nikki Haley instead of Hillary Clinton. Look at how many times I've accidentally misspoken in my videos. Do I care? No, of course not. I correct myself. But in the end, a mistake's a mistake. This guy does it all the time. Joe Biden. He is cognitively not fit. Okay? He is not fit. He doesn't know what he's doing. If I were Joe Biden right now, I wouldn't even know what I'm doing sitting here in front of a microphone and talking about. I wouldn't even know. But the Democrats are constantly having a teleprompter in front of him, reminding him, you're addressing the nation, that's what you're doing, it's just mind-boggling. It's not worth the time, it's not worth the money, it's not worth the challenges. We have so many problems. America is in the midst of World War III. The world is in the midst of World War III. People are dying in the southern border. Not the Fifth Amendment, but the 25th Amendment should be enacted. Get this guy out. He is not competent. He doesn't know what he's doing. He say, oh, he's experienced. But as far as I know, he's lost all his experience. He's forgot about it. He doesn't remember being senator. He doesn't remember being vice president. He doesn't remember all the accomplishments he did during that. He doesn't remember. And instead, he has been taken over by the Democrats and he does whatever they say. So, voters need to wake up. People are waking up right now, but they need to wake up more. Anyway, I want to thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next political episode.